Welcome, Smackers! Today we're going to go over the new patch notes version 4.3 for Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm excited for this. It seems awesome. I haven't got to play it yet. I've seen a few people see some highlights and stuff, and it's pretty awesome. As you know by now, it is the shopping cart is the major item that is brought to you in the game. Basically, it says, players, start your carts. Patch 4.3 introduces shopping carts in Battle Royale. Ride solo or grab a friend to cover you as you roll around the map together. Lights, camera, action. Complete part 2 of the blockbuster quest line and save the world. Finish and unlock the new mythic hero. Also, if you have feedback, let them know on their social channels. They start off with the shopping cart. Ready, set, go. Race across the map and find one in Battle Royale now. So I'm going to go through quick, show you the preview of it. Quick 20 seconds. Looks a lot of fun, and it looks like you'll get to make your own ramps, so that's pretty awesome. Also, we have challenge progression in Battle Royale. Know your goals. UI elements have been added so you can track your challenges in match. So now if you have a challenge, it'll let you know what it is in the game. And it also has a really neat animation when you do complete it, so you know it's solved. We're going to skip Save the World, but basically they got a Blockbuster event, part 2. VoIP on PC for Save the World as well. So let's go into the general. We have Turbo Build. Structures now build faster after the first building piece is placed. So your first structure is built 0.15 seconds after holding the button unchanged. Any additional structures build while turbo building are placed after 0.05 seconds. This fixes the issue that was occurring, causing a structure not to place when structure is building. The reason there's a difference in timing between the first structure placed 0.15 and turbo structure 0.05 is to allow additional time for players to switch structure types or rotate build mode. Added, you can toggle for edit mode aim assist in game options. This has always been enabled for controller users. You can now have the option to enable or disable this feature. Edit mode aim assist attracts your aim towards the closest building square and partially confines your crosshair to the building piece you're editing. Also, Save the World and Battle Royale now have their own unique loading screen following mode select. So it sounds good. We got some bug fixes as well. We got the turbo building is no longer canceled when cycling through traps to get to a new building piece on your quick bar. The out of resource sound effect no longer plays repeatedly while you're trying to turbo build without any resources. I haven't heard that one, but it looks like they've resolved that one. Menu sliders no longer become unresponsive on controllers after a tooltip pops up. Having a full backpack will no longer cause picking up items to disappear when dropping them on the ground. That's going to be amazing because I don't like when items just randomly disappear. You can't find them. You're like, where are you? I want that bolt sniper rifle. Where is it? But eventually you hover over, you see at least the name, and you're like, okay, I can pick it back up. So they're saying this is resolved. Fix issue while aiming diagonally when using a controller. Stick input was not correctly translating into camera rotation, causing the camera to never reach maximum turn rate when aiming diagonally. Camera input curves have also been slightly tuned to account for the change in diagonal aiming. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Fix player movement correction upon landing from a jump after activating mid-air sprint in mid-air. Fix a crash that could happen when logging out. And fix an issue that caused black line streaks to appear on other players far off in the distance. I don't know if you guys had this. I had this a lot. Basically, you just see a line that goes through the whole screen. It wasn't always black, though. It was like pink or red for me. So hopefully they got that resolved as well. Known issues. Wanted to track the top community. Over to the boards. We're not going to do that now, but I will link the patch notes down below, so if you want to read over these as well, you have them. Weapon and items. Added new forged items. Mushrooms. Mushrooms will grant 5 shields up to 100. This is an awesome thing, because I hate when I get hit for a few shield and it's not 100. So now you don't have to waste a bigger shield to get powered up if you are in a shady, wooded, or swampy area. So shady, wooded, maybe like I'm guessing. Swampy would be Moisty Myers for sure. Also, we got some bug fixes. Jetpack fuel meter now displays correctly when swapping to a different jetpack. Traps no longer wait for players to build structures to finish building before triggering. I think this is a very big change. So it's going to be interesting watching this. Traps are going to activate so much faster. I think I saved my life a lot by quickly jumping out when I saw traps that were thrown in someone's base at the last second. Now they can wait till that last second and boom, throw it down and get you. So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. Vending machine can no longer be destroyed by remote explosives. I didn't know that was possible, but yep, good to know. Gameplay. Added rideable shopping carts. Room for 2. Pushed around or ride as a passenger. Can shoot from passenger seat. Found scattered around the world in various locations. Fall damage enabled. So with shopping carts, I did notice they are static locations, so if you find where they're at, they're going to be out there every time. I know the racetrack, or some people call it Gus, I know that's probably where the most of them are, between the house and the track. So a lot of people are going there for them. I've seen some awesome battles. I've seen Ninja riding around with Tim the Tatman pushing them and find another shopping cart with 2 people and just get into a battle. And it was pretty epic. So I cannot wait for the streamer clips to come out for this. Next, we got limited time modes. They're so much fun. I enjoy them all the time. This one's going to be Blitz version 2.0. Summary. Faster storms, more loot, exciting finishes. So this is like the regular game, just beefed up and sped up. Sped up? Speeded up? Sped it up. What's new? Updated with all the new weapons and items that have come out since Blitz was last released. You got the Portafort, the Klinger, LMG, and more. Bus flight height has been lowered to allow players to get into the fight more quickly. That's interesting. I'm kind of just want to play that to see how that is, you know? You're going to have to go ahead and target landing a little differently, so it may take some adjustment for some people. The mode details. The storm is already closing at the beginning of the match. Choose your landing spot carefully. Wait times between storm is significantly shorter than usual. Maximum match length is 15 minutes. Increased treasure chest spawns from 50 to 70 to 80 to 90%, which is awesome. That's a good ratio. We should have it that way all the time. Increased chances of ammo box spawning as well, from 65 to 80 to 85 to 95. That is a huge increase as well. Resource harvest amounts are increased by 50%. Thank you very much. Do that in normal mode, please. Increase materials found on ground from 30 to 75 per instance. All right, it's not 90, but 75 is still really good. Increase the number, spawn rate, and descent speed of supply drops. Okay, so yeah, that supply drops are going to be everywhere, and they're going to be fast coming down. All stats are counted in this mode, so wins count. Get that dub. It does count for your stats for Blitz mode. Unfortunately, we have another mode, 28 versus 20. This one, the wins do not count, but everything else does. Let's go over this one. Summary, 5 teams of 20 players fight to the finish. What's new? Each team now has their own battle bus, which I think is amazing. To make it easier to drop together, I can't wait to try this. Also, chests and supply drops now spawn extra ammo and consumables. Thank you, Epic. I appreciate that. More details. We got each team is compressed of 5 squads of 4 players. Increased chances of treasure chest spawns from 50 to 70 to 60 to 80. Little increase there. Increased chances of ammo box spawns from 65 to 80 to 75 to 90. Nice percent there. Supply drops always come in batches of 5 instead of random amounts per storm cycle. Supply drops rate increased from 180 seconds plus or minus 30 to 210. Okay, so it's an extra like 30 seconds possibly, but that's a lot of supply drops. Teams of 20 has 6 storm circles instead of 9. Wow. Most matches will end within 20 minutes. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see how that works out. All stats except for wins are counted in this mode. Then we got our bug fixes. And number 1, you know what it is, guys. Shotgun fire. Adjusted to help alleviate situations where it would hit world objects instead of players. I believe this is when your X is showing and it still misses. So they should be adjusting this. We'll see if they can actually get it fixed. I know it's in the patch notes, but you know, it's one of those things I want to see it work before I check this one off my list. It's just been an issue for so long. Open chests won't appear unopened when viewed from a long distance. I had this the other day, and I even had it right as I got up to it. It was still showing as unopened, and everyone's like, what are you doing? That chest is gone. Oops. Players now face the correct direction when jumping off the battle bus. Thank you. That's actually pretty nice. And you can no longer headshot down players through their body. Understandable. Shots to the upper chest and neck won't count as headshots. Okay. Items that fall off the map won't teleport to the nearest player anymore. Supply drops no longer collide with items on the ground while landing, so you're not going to be able to get them in your shopping cart, I'm guessing. Visual, and then run around with them and special deliver to your friends. The visual effects no longer appear delayed after opening supply drops. That's nice. I've always noticed that. We're going to go through the performance and audio here as well. Performance major optimization passed to the end of the match UI in order to reduce hitting on elimination. Fixed a case where traps and weapons were being improperly removed from memory between matches and causing in-game hitches. Major optimization for distance field ambient occlusion on PC, PS4 Pro, and Xbox One. GPU optimization. So that's good. That means it should run smoother, and if I'm getting this right, you should be able to see a little further, and maybe you won't have everything like all glitchy in the background like my graphics card is. I noticed that a lot, and a lot of times I'm mistaken it for someone because the graphics are kind of hopping around a little bit. Optimized translucency renders on consoles in all scenes. GPU optimization again. Made additional improvements to material loading. This will help buildings and characters stream into even faster and reduce hitching. Okay, yeah, that's kind of more what I meant, the hitching, I guess they call it, saying jumping in. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm hoping that really helps. Lowered CPU cost of moving simulated network characters, especially through invisible or further away from the player. All right, so I'm guessing when you play with friends, it should work a little smoother for you. We got audio, improved rhythm of footsteps on dirt and grass to be more consistent. That's cool. I really think the footsteps need more and more love each patch, just so it's better to find players, because sound is so important in this game. Bug fixes bouncing grenades. Audio will no longer be heard after the grenade explodes. We all heard that 1,000 times, I'm sure. UI. We got streamer mode now anonymizes your name for other players. I think that would be nice if it was an option within streamer mode. I don't like that it automatically does it if you turn streamer mode on. I haven't looked at the controls for it yet, as the game servers are down right now. So we're going to have to take a look at that when it comes up. Self-service cosmetics return feature has been re-enabled. More information here. Basically, they're saying you can now refund skins. I actually have a video coming out on that probably tomorrow, so you'll be able to see that on how to go through and refund skins and any cosmetics you want. Large team modes like 20 versus 20 will be selected by default for new players when one is available. That's a good idea because it's good to have them learn as a team. Bug fixes locker and store items. Rotation speed is no longer based on your controller or mouse sensitivity settings. We're going to go a little quick on this because these don't seem that important. You can now zoom in on the map screen with the gamepad. You can now customize the button used to open the full map while spectating. Finding locker emotes is now available as intended. Players' level and experience values will no longer appear as 0 in the match stat screen when eliminated. Players' score and XP gains will no longer go off the bottom of the match screen after completing a match. Consumable timers will now display in all cases. We also have some art animation. We'll go through this again real quick. Added custom hunting rifle firing animation for players and weapons. I think that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see it. A visual effect is now played whenever a player joins or leaves the party. That's back. It was back for a little while and then it disappeared, so they brought it back. Or changes their outfit pre-game lobby screen. Slightly updated the animation while in DBNO. I'm a little lost on this. I was trying to figure out. Do you guys know what DBNO is? Let me know. It's probably something very simple. I just don't know. So let me know in the comments if you know what it means. If you don't, make something up. Bug fixes. Holding consumables while using the jetpack no longer causes animation issues. Animation for jumping while eating forged items has been fixed. Replay system. Smooth out replay drone controls. Adding an option to prevent camera settings when switching cameras. Change sorting order in replay browser. Thank you. Out of date and corrupt replays are now at the bottom of the list. Thank you so much. That is so easy to fix and such a big improvement to the system. Thank you. We got mobile. Voice chat is here. You can now talk to your friends on mobile, which is great. I hope they all have their Apple earbuds. I'll be doing a video on this as well soon. Voice chat with your party can now be enabled in settings. Push to talk with your party members. Editing different stair configurations will work more consistently. Thank you. Epic, you rock. Bug fixes. Fix an issue causing players to be unstable to download Fortnite even if there's not enough storage space. So that's great. More people will be able to play. General fixes to input touch state to better support many fingers. Trajectory indicators no longer appear when entering that DBNO mode. Supply drop health numbers now update correctly when damaged. Fix an issue when touching the quick bar when weapon switching is unavailable. Could cause your inventory to be stuck on the wrong weapon. And guys, that is the patch notes for 4.3. Let me know how you're enjoying the patch. What are you most excited about? Are you excited about the shopping carts, or the mushrooms, or the shotgun? What is your favorite fix out of the 3? Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more of the patch notes when they come out, please hit that thumbs up button. If I get a lot of thumbs up, we'll do these all the time so you can make sure you stay updated and know exactly what's going on in the game. I'm Kevinsmak. If you haven't, please drop a sub and click that notification, and I will see you in the next one. As always, everyone, smack out.